So in the previous video, while trying to find our way up to the Jade Chamber, we finally meet Keqing, who is also best waifu by the way. If you disagree, that's fine. We can all have our own opinions. But also,
You're wrong.
we had a talk with Ningguang, discovered that the Fatui is up to something shady as hell, again, and we helped Zhongli gather the last of the materials for the rite of parting, by singing to some flowers. Oh! And that brings us to now. On the way back to Liyue, we see that the gates are swarming with the Millilith and Fatui. I say swarming, but it's really just a few pairs. We find out from one of the Fatui named Felix that the Adepti and Qixing are duking it out just outside the city. More importantly, it seems that the funeral parlor Zhongli works in is getting itself into some trouble as well, and Zhongli has to go tend to that, leaving us with a not so cryptic riddle that we immediately discern the answer to be Child. There's really only one place it's going to be, which is the Golden House where the body of the Exuvia was being kept. Upon trying to enter the Golden House, we are greeted with this screen, which indicates it is a dungeon. If you've seen the trailers, you pretty much know who we're going to fight. Now, I actually hesitated before entering, because Keqing was already half dead.
I need a heal.
So I contemplated travelling to a statue or eating some food for health, which is what anyone with half a brain cell would obviously do. But not me, I don't have any brain cells, so I thought it was totally fine with just my epic gamer skills. Besides, it says here that the recommended party level was 35, and my team were all at 79, so clearly this is going to be a cakewalk, right? Right?
Right?
We enter the Golden House and stop ourselves from pilfering the liquid Mora. Seriously, look at it. The surface is as flat as Venti's chest. What? What do you mean Venti is not a girl? Clearly, someone already beat us to the punch, while with all the guards laying on the ground. And lo and behold, it's Child. And he's here for the Gnosis. We don't really want him to get his hands on that, so there's only one way to settle this.
It's time to do.
We're in a level 35 dungeon. We're basically gonna absolutely So that was a fucking lie. We had a bad start to the fight. So what? Doesn't matter. What matters is that we up our game and get serious. Keqing! Eat the egg, eat the egg. Eat the chicken, eat the chicken. Is that Electro? What?
Why are you on?
Yes! No! I need to revive Fischl.
I don't feel so good.
Just die already before I get hit by the...
お前はもう死んでいる。
Okay. So we beat him first try. Child, being all salty that he just lost to a 12-year-old, decides to summon an ancient god using the sigils we discovered a while back. Oh, also, the Gnosis wasn't in the Exuvia's corpse, but who cares. What's more important is the danger looming over Liyue as the monster's getting ready to shove his thick, wet heads up Liyue's. In order to defeat the ancient god, the Adepti and Qixing decide to deploy the ballista for maximum penetration. The Fatui show up, however, and attempt to disrupt our efforts by attacking the ballistas. We, along with Keqing, jump into the fray to defend the weapons, and even though they show here that Keqing goes in with you, she doesn't actually show up in combat, which is kinda sad, but oh well. At one point, the tentacle monster uses this water cannon thing. It seemed like a cinematic, so I thought the Adepti were gonna like anti-air it or something with the ballista. There weren't any indicators on the ground, so I probably don't need to worry. The whole fight just involves the Adepti force-feeding you with spiritual drugs, just enough so that you don't kill over from overdose. We successfully defend the ballistas, giving the Adepti the chance to fire off and take down the ancient god. Except it doesn't. It basically replies with a no you, trashing what is pretty much our last remaining line of defense. Except it doesn't, because we still have what is essentially the biggest vibe check in all of Teyvat. The ancient god is defeated, the Qixing and Adepti settle their differences, Liyue is safe, and all is well. Except it's not, because immediately after that, we find out that Zhongli is in some sort of deal with the Fatui bingers. Apparently the deal involves giving away the Gnosis if... Wait, seriously? What?
What? What the fuck?
But wait, The biggest twist of all is that Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis, aka Morax, aka the Lord of Geo. Whoa! I'm just kidding, we all saw this coming from 100 miles away. Long story short, one day, Zhongli felt that maybe he was getting too old for this shit, but he wasn't 100% sure if Liyue was prepared to move on without their god yet. So, in order to test that, he faked his own death and decided to enlist the help of the Fatui. Of all the factions, offering the Gnosis, a very powerful artifact, to them in return. At this point, we're just handing out the Infinity Stones to the Fatui, waiting for them to Thanos snap all of Teyvat out of existence. Honestly, Zhongli's entire explanation here makes no sense to me. Apparently, he can completely restore Liyue if shit had hit the fan. With that kind of power, why need the help of the Fatui? He could have still faked his own death, go make the sigils himself to wake Mr. Tentacles up, and still get the same result. In any case, to cover up this entire fiasco, the Cixing decided to come up with the conclusion to tell their people that Rex Lapis had died because he failed a divine trial. You know what, I'm not gonna think so much about it. The Traveler spoke, so that was cool.